Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart walkthrough, excuse me there, and we're going to be heading over here toward the south part of the map on this bridge, and this will be the final group of monks that we have to rescue, and there's also a lorb that I might be grabbing in this video, we'll see here in a second.
Defense system, or as we lovingly call it, the gauntlet of trial/doom.
Oh, I hate /doom.
You're ready for it, I'm sure. Best of luck.
Alright, so the lorb, if we want to get it, is in that direction that I was facing, but I believe I cut it out. And I came back here to grab some more ammo, and I don't think I need the health, nope. And then we're going to head to our right, and once I decide to do that anyway. And we're going to head toward that little tube right here. Okay, so we're going to step on it, and we need to boost apart, or boost across. But you don't want to boost immediately because the floor is not finished being created yet, so if you start boosting immediately, you will fall off the edge. We can also find a craggy bear right here. I haven't really been collecting these too much, but they don't show up on the maps, and you have to get right next to them to collect them, and they tend to blend into the environment, but that one's pretty easy to find. You can just Google where the rest are. There's, I think, about one per planet. And there's not really a metric other than your achievement that tells you how many craggy bears you've collected, so it can be a little bit tricky trying to find all of them, but that's how collectibles and games tend to go sometimes. Okay, so that was another boosting gate that we had to complete, and it was exactly like the first one. So there's going to be a couple of enemies, and then actually some enemies that we have seen in previous Ratchet and Clank games. I think this dinosaur guy is very similar to other ones that we fought before. And that's something that you are going to maybe start recognizing if you've played previous Ratchet and Clank games. And if you haven't, you definitely should. They are tons of fun. But we are going to see some repeated enemies, so that's kind of cool. I do like when games, especially new ones, have new enemies and new things for us to see. But you know, they shouldn't still throw away the old stuff that they have. And for this one, you can jump on the walls here if you somehow don't make it across in time on the floor. I think I definitely would have, but the wall running is still pretty fun. And then I'm just going to take a look around here. I don't see any raritanium, and then we're going to jump on the button again. Once again, waiting just a split second for the floor to form, and then dash across. And keep in mind, if you die at any point during this section, you will have to repeat all of these floor challenges. So try not to fall off or die, because you'll have to go back to the beginning. Then there's a rail, and a swing, and then another rail, and then some more dashing. And just keep dashing, 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 hit the wall, and then come over here, jump over the rock, jump on the wall again, and then we will nearly be at the end. We just have to make it across this bridge, don't miss that boost, and then we're done. So there's going to be a couple of enemies in here. This will be the final major fight that we have to complete. And this is not a difficult fight. I think there are only the sniper enemies, maybe a few other robots, but there's really not a whole lot to kill here, and these sniper robots are pretty easy to dodge. Once again, just kind of wait for the beam that they send at you to get thicker, and then you can move left or right. Or you can just try to hide behind these pillars and try not to take any damage at all that way. Sometimes when you defeat them, you have to actually finish off their headbot thing that spawns, because that's the guy that's riding on top of them. And they will tend to charge after you, so you might just have to swing at them with your ratchet or your wrench or whatever, and or use another weapon to get rid of them, because they die in one hit. They're super easy. And there we go. Those robots are now all dead. Only took a few hits and damage, so that's not too bad. And then I'm going to take a look for ammo and extra health, but I don't really see anything. Then we're going to head up to the other group of monks.
Access the terminal without risking contracting it.
My little friend Glitch can take a look at it. Here, let me see.
And now we get to play again as Glitch, so I'm probably talking all over her character right now. She's a very cool character, and I really wish that we had more Glitch in this game, even if it was like an arena type thing for Glitch. That also would be pretty cool, man. I probably am talking over her like crazy. Okay, so this one I think was actually one of the maybe it's a different one. I can't remember if I failed this one or not, but similar to the first time that we played as Glitch, we just have to go around stepping on buttons and destroying virus nests. And there's going to be health every now and then. You may want to try to pace yourself when you're collecting that, because health is a little bit uncommon when playing as her. And checkpoints are a little bit wonky. Sometimes they're frequent, sometimes they're not. You know, more of the same. We've done this before. And what kind of gets a little bit challenging for some Glitch areas, and I may have to cut it out because I don't know if I caught all of it, is that the map itself can get a little bit confusing. We can walk on the ceiling and the walls and all kinds of places, so it can get really easy to get turned around and get lost. And I think you just need to try to pay attention, and if it looks like you've been in an area before, just don't go there and try to turn around and find somewhere else that looks like a place you haven't been, and you can usually find where you're supposed to go. So you're going to get swarmed a lot more with these little viruses, and the best thing I've found to do is just to rush to the button and then destroy the virus nest as soon as possible, and don't stop firing, because those viruses can swarm you super fast and just do tons of damage in a very short amount of time. So you're just going to want to make sure that you don't get too hammered by them before you can take out the nest. And make sure that you are looking at the nests before you try to continue on, because you don't want to leave any behind. Backtracking as Glitch is a little bit annoying. And if you're unsure where the button is, go near the nest and look for that glowing cable. That will lead you to the button. Some nests will need more than one button to disable, so keep that in mind too. We're going to head into this tube and then try not to take too much damage. Some of the virus nests are going to be able to shoot back at us now, so as long as you keep moving, they're really no threat whatsoever. And then there's going to be a lot of these viruses, and 3 of the nests over on that side. So this is near the end. Little health for us there. And we're just going to try not to go backwards into viruses like I was going there. I was a little bit surprised I didn't take much damage. So there's another nest on our right, one who will keep shooting at us in the big bubble. And I'm just going to be trying to look around and pace myself a little bit, because this is the first time I'm doing this area, and just try to figure out where some of these buttons are. So we're just going to keep moving. Don't stop moving. That nest didn't have a shield, so that's good for us. I'm going to step on that one. That'll blow up this virus nest, so we'll get rid of that guy. And then I'm going to head on over to the final nest, and I see the button is now on the ceiling, so I can get to it from the left side. And just keep moving really fast, and then blast it as fast as possible, and you should be good.
Last time wasn't a fluke after all. I am good at this. I am relieved you are all safe. But now we need your help to reach the archives.
Oh yeah, let's meet up back in Monktown. We'll get everyone to send you off in style.
You made it! Oh, thank you both for freeing my brothers.
Gary, we need help getting to the archives. It is urgent.
Of course. Brothers, let's grease some dimensional wheels! After you entering the archive,